Hey, sports porchers! It's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with analysis of the Pittsburgh Penguins' third win in a row, beating the Vancouver Canucks tonight by a score of 5-1. What about this Pittsburgh Penguins team? I just can't say enough good things about them. You know, the first half of this game was meh. Didn't really know where this game was going to go. And then, about 6 minutes left, the Penguins get a power play goal, and 6 minutes left in the second period, Pens get a power play goal. Just one of those seeing eye ones. Wotherspoon just kind of sent it towards the net, got tipped a couple times, and boom, right in the back of the net it went. And boy, they just got secondary scoring. All four lines scored tonight. I just I can't say enough good things about this team right now, just because it is on fire. Brazeau scores again tonight. That second line still remains hot. Everything about this team right now is gelling, and I think that all has to do with Muse's system. It seems like when they get a lead, they're very confident, and not just keeping the lead, but knowing that if they just press a little bit more, they're going to get goals, and the other team is just going to struggle. I thought everything that worked out well for the Pittsburgh Penguins had everything to do with about 3 minutes left. There was a series where Vancouver was coming hard, and this was after Sid scored his goal. Also, if you didn't know, that goal by Sidney Crosby, heard this on the radio, gave him 896 points total. That's both playoffs and regular season, and put him ahead of the great one, Mario Lemieux, for all-time leader in points for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, it's not the regular season, so they're not going to stop the game and go crazy about that. But that's a significant achievement, and somebody's got to say it. So the hockey Jesus is telling you via the radio. I have to say, I was listening to the guys on the radio a little bit on the car on the way in, and man, those guys really got the statistics. And there's one for you, a little tidbit. But with about 3 minutes left after Sid did score that goal, Vancouver was pressing hard. They had a really nice shot right in the slot, high danger shot. Sheloff with a good save, and then a rebound, and Sheloff was all over the rebound also. He went to jump on the puck, and he kind of missed it, which was convenient for the Penguins because right away they went up the ice. I don't know where Gino's getting all this energy, but leading the rush up the ice, well, actually, I think he passed it to somebody on the boards, probably was Mantha, and right up the middle, shoots it right on goal and right in. That was the dagger right there. Goes up 4-1 with about a little more than 2 minutes left in the second period. Pretty much over after that. You could see that Vancouver was demoralized leaving the ice, as Phil Bork pointed out on the radio also. I just love the way this team is moving. And then, hey, how about it in the third period? Letang got his 599th earlier in the game. Why not get your 600th assist all time in his career? What was it? It was the 20th. He's the 20th defenseman all time to get to 600 points. Amazing. Great feat for Letang. Brazeau's hot. The only thing that I can say about this Penguins, where I'm going to be a little bit of a downer here, and I'm not going to end on that note, but the teams that the Pittsburgh Penguins have played against are 12-23. Now that was coming into tonight. So, and I know Vancouver was 4-2 on the season. And if you want to check me, I put all the ties go as a loss in my category. I don't care about points. There are losses in my book. I know you still get a point for it. Don't chastise me for that. But 12-23 on the season are the teams that they've played against. So, you might want to not start the parade yet for the playoffs or a Stanley Cup championship, because they got some tough games coming up. Why not do it the next game against Florida, the reigning Stanley Cup champions? Now they're hurt, granted. They're playing tonight. They're playing up in Boston tonight, so they're going to have to make the trip back down to Florida. So they're not going to be well rested, but no team is, because there's not a lot of time off because, Olympics are coming up. So you got a lot of games every other night, which I love. I hope you love it too. Hey, I'm about done here, but before I go, I encourage you to smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, because I'm here after every Pittsburgh Penguins game. I'm doing them live now. Why not? It's fun to do them live. I did have some video teed up, but it's having a little bit of technical difficulty. I don't want to mess this up. So tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins are off to a flying start. They're 5-2 on the season. That gives them a projected 117 points for the season. That's definitely a playoff spot. In fact, if they go on a 2-game losing streak now, they'll still be in a playoff spot. It'll be close because they'll be right around 90 points. That's the mark where you need to be to get into the playoffs these days. Maybe a little bit more. So, hey, they're giving themselves a little bit of a cushion. They have a little bit of a downturn, but if they keep buying into this, and I can tell you, when Sidney Crosby sees he's in a playoff spot, I know he doesn't want to give up that playoff spot. He wants to be back in the playoffs. He is dying to get back in the playoffs. So, hey, you never know. All that Gavin McKenna talk can just go away for now. It might be back when they start playing against good teams. We'll see. We'll see what Muse can do. So, hey, Thursday night, Pittsburgh Penguins play against the Florida Panthers. And, yep, it's a 7 o'clock start. So, until then, hockey fans, enjoy the hockey, and I'll catch you in the next one.